Hey everybody, welcome back to the Stock Car Spectacle. I'm Ian Jortson.
I'm Mike Gamble.
And I'm Nick Kinzel.
And guys, what a great weekend of racing at Kansas Speedway. We're going to dig into that, but before we do, let's start off with our diecast of the week. Nick, what you got for us?
All right, it's All-Star weekend. I don't really have an All-Star car, but I do have the car from 2019 that Daniel Hemrick ran in that All-Star Open, where he led 18 laps in it, 2 laps away from advancing to the All-Star race. Caution comes out, and then I knew we were screwed from there because he got into it with Ryan Preece after that, wrecked out of it, missed the All-Star race. I was pissed. It was a stupid caution anyway, but always a good time to bring out 2019 RCR 50th anniversary. Car was beautiful. Fuck Richard Childress Racing though for dropping him after 2019. But yeah, like I was saying, I wish they had a 2016 Trevor Bayne diecast for the Cup Series because Trevor did win he won the first segment of that All-Star Open back in 2016. He beat out Chase Elliott and Ryan Blaney both. He took them 3 wide up the middle. I had a high school baseball game that morning, so I missed it. And all I can remember is my dad's like, "Yo, Trevor's in the All-Star race. Trevor's in the All-Star race." I was like, "No, he's not. Like, come on, don't do that to me, man." And then I saw the replay later. I was like, "Oh my God, he got up on the wheel and drove that thing." So yeah, that's still always one of my favorite Trevor moments right there.
That's one of his biggest career moments right next to Daytona 500.
Yeah, you don't have many, so.
No. All right, Mike, what do you got for your diecast of the week?
All right, fellas, since I was not able to come on the show last episode, we just got back from Kansas. I'm going to play a Kansas diecast. I don't get to play a boatload. Here is my Chase Elliott Kansas race win Mountain Dew race car, which is just a whole chunk of sexiness right here.
Oh, one of the best looking paint schemes he's ever driven. And I'm still salty that Mountain Dew left NASCAR.
Me too, man. This was one of the best looking cars they've ever run in. I think one of the sickest looking diecasts I have. That's one of my favorites.
Oh yeah, easily.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I even have the 160. I hate Chase Elliott, but I have the 164 of that. It's just such a cool fucking paint scheme.
It is, yeah, top to bottom. Just one of the best looking cars he had. So sucks they left, but at least they left us with a good one.
Yeah. All right, so for my diecast of the week, I had to bring out a banger. Kevin Harvick's millennial paint scheme. I just had to get it because it's just like a what the fuck paint scheme. It's just like 1 in a million. He had to run that because he didn't win the 2018 championship, and so he had to run this during the 2019 All-Star race. So pretty memorable paint scheme, that's for sure.
That car is about as ugly as the Corey LaJoie face car that I have. That
one's iconic.
That I still have no idea why I ever purchased that.
I wished I purchased that after you got it. Did you buy the one with just his face or the mask?
No, the one with just his face on it.
Okay.
We know why you bought that car, Nick.
Oh yeah,
alcohol. Alcohol is why you bought that car.
It definitely probably was because I think that had to have been one of my Black Friday cars. So
no doubt you're not paying full price for that. There ain't no way in hell.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, I did pay full price for that. I absolutely did. Because I remember I pre-ordered it, and then that's when I got the email that, "Oh, hey, your Corey LaJoie face car is on the way." I was like, "What? I never ordered this." And then I looked like, "Oh, I ordered this." So I paid full price for that thing of beauty. I'm gonna play it next week. Go Corey LaJoie, big Corey LaJoie fan here.
Back in pennies, baby.
I paid full.
It's like we don't even know you. Like I'm so confused right now.
Right?
I really like Corey LaJoie, and I didn't buy that car. Like, what in the world is going on?
I think I just bought it because I was like, this thing's iconic right here.
That's why I got this, man.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
iconic.
Oh yeah,
it's a face car.
Iconic.
You're looking at that
you guys. Next week, you play that same diecast. You bring on your Corey LaJoy face card. I'll find the ugliest one in my collection. We'll just do it all the way up next week on the show.
Damn,
Hey,
I should have just waited for this one for next week then. Damn.
I could just bring that Domino's card back on the show, man.
Oh
break that
no,
curse.
we're
Getting
past.
wild.
Well,
gotta
actually,
break
you
that
might
curse.
want to do that because everybody you're rooting for is already cursed anyway again. So
Yep. It did not. They gave me one good day, and then he was like, back at it, bud.
Yep.
one last day under the sun and back to Sucksville, USA.
That's the way she goes, boys. But guys, make sure to follow us on Twitter and Instagram, and make sure to follow us on Spotify, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. So let's get into our race review. Trucks and Cup were racing this weekend. We did not have the Xfinity Series. They were off. John Nemechek, he won the pole for the truck race, and Corey Heim showing some speed in that 51 truck. He went on to win stage one, his first career stage win. And then Zane Smith, he just took off after that, and he just dominated stage two, and he was able to hold off Ty Majeski and get the win at Kansas. So guys, Zane Smith, he's already got 3 wins this year, dominant. He's already looking like the championship favorite.
Dude, Zane
Good.
Smith, and up to that point only had 3 career wins in 2 years, and now he's already at 3 wins this season. Like when he made this move over to that 38 truck, I was kind of questioning it because
And we all were skeptical.
Todd Gilliland didn't get the best results out of that car, but oh my God, put Zane Smith in that race and that truck, and it's just a whole different team now. He is competing for wins every single week. He's always in the top 5. If he's not your championship favorite at this point, I know that we still got a long ways to go, and he's got to survive the playoff system and everything, but he's the hottest driver in the truck series right now, and this could be like a 6-7 win season for him if he just keeps this up, because nobody can touch him right now. No, not even John Hunter can get up there and touch him right now. So
Nope.
I'm just so impressed with Zane, and he's definitely one of my guys going to Phoenix for sure, if not my pick right now to win the championship.
All right, well, I'm going to pump the brakes on championship talk in mid-May, but I do hear your point. I think I was just a year off with this guy. If you guys remember, after the end of the 2020 season, I when we did our preview show, I picked him to go on a tear and just absolutely break out. 2021 was what it was, but man, he's really going nuts so far this year. This has been absolutely fantastic to see. I do agree with Nick. He's definitely your guy to beat right now. I think we're a little early to start talking about championship stuff because we talked about this week in and week out with John Hunter last year, and we see where that got us. But he keeps on this way he's going now, he'll definitely be there. That's for sure.
Absolutely. So Zane Smith tearing it up at Front Row Motorsports. So awesome to see that for Zane. And then we move over to Sunday for the Cup Series race. Christopher Bell got his 3rd pole of the season, and led the field to green at Kansas. And guys, it was just the battle of the left rear tires. Whose tire was going to go down first? We had Daniel Suarez. His tire went down. He hit the wall. William Byron, his tire went down after he was leading for a while. Just a bunch of craziness going on with these tires. We had Kyle Busch winning stage 1. So guys, madness in stage 1 with all of these left rears going down.
Yeah, again, just still we're 1 step forward, 2 step back. They're still figuring this tire out, still figuring out, what we got to do to get it right. One weekend, there's like no fall off whatsoever. Then we get to the next race weekend and nobody can keep their tires on the track because they're coming off left and right and they're wearing out before we get through the fuel window. So still figuring out, but all in all, this was a phenomenal race. So if this was the one little weird spot of it, so be it.
Yeah, because after that, this racing was just absolutely phenomenal. But Tyler Reddick, he was just riding up against the wall so much. He hit the wall so many times. That's what he does. He was a dirt racer. He always rides up against the wall. We see him do it at Homestead, Miami all the time. He's got a win coming here soon.
Well, that's the thing with Tyler Reddick, though. He knows he runs that high line, and it's the high line that that cost him his day right there. He hit the wall too many times, had his tire problem, and then from there on, he just took himself out of another win. We keep saying when, not if, but yeah, still just that's just the way Tyler Reddick rolls right now. He's had a lot of bad luck this season because he's been fast in all these races, but man, this one on Sunday, he kind of did it to himself.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I don't know. It must be something with that 8 car, Nick. I don't know. You tell me, man.
Yeah. Daniel Hemrick.
It's a curse.
Yeah, the curse of the 8 car, man.
Yep.
I'm all for it.
Teresa will not allow someone to win. That's what's going on, man. It's all Teresa. She's booby trapping that car.
Conspiracy. I heard it here.
She paid Chase Briscoe to slam him at the Bristol dirt.
Still how Tyler Reddick did not. Well, he couldn't because he's Tyler Reddick. He's a little guy. How he didn't go up and just fucking sock Chase Briscoe in the face.
Tyler Reddick's too chill.
We've seen that out of him before. So
actually,
like he doesn't do it. Yeah. You guys not remember the Xfinity series?
Yeah, him.
So
and
he's got it in him.
I always forget that little scrub, but that wasn't even like a fight, really. Like that was one of the worst fights I've ever seen. Right next to the Spencer Gallagher and
when him and Cole Custer went at it.
Yeah, Tyler Reddick and Cole Custer when they got together on pit road, and they were just like holding on to each other, and then they just went to the ground. There was like nothing that came out of it. It was,
dude, that's your first career win. I would have. Oh man, the things I would have done. Holy shit, that was me. Oh,
yeah.
Chase Briscoe would have been buried in that Bristol dirt if that was me, man.
Would have turned that place into a cemetery.
I had to have.
All right, guys, moving on during the race. Kevin Harvick. So I guess there's a bump once you come off a pit road, and a few guys were having trouble with that during practice and everything. And Harvick spun coming off a pit road, hitting that bump. So, I mean, just more shit to add to his shit season that's going on so far.
I just want to say that Stewart-Haas Racing just sucks as a whole.
They had that one-off. They had these one-off races with Almirola dominating in New Hampshire, and then Chase Briscoe getting the win at Phoenix. Like, I don't get it. Like, what's going on with those teams with those one-off races? But we just cannot figure it out with this 4-team.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't
whole
get
organization, man. You got one car in the top 10.
I honestly
got one car in the top 10.
Yeah, no, I honestly thought they were punting the last year or so, knowing this new car was coming. They were just putting all their eggs in this basket, but that's clearly not the case because they're just as bad, if not worse, this year. I don't know. I got no answers on this one.
They're competing with RFK at this point.
I mean, and that's really the avenue you definitely want to be in if you're a top Ford organization, right? You want to be fighting a Roush Fenway Keselowski Racing, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. They got to figure it out fast because, you know, that's a place that used to be a top destination for free agent drivers and sponsors and things like that. But if you keep running themselves into the ground like that, that could change quick. I mean, you're seeing a bunch of teams emerge. Trackhouse is looking good. I've heard rumors they could be advancing to a third team. I mean, you know, already heard rumors with 2311 at points. I mean, you keep on this track, you're really going to bury your program.
Yeah. It's just crazy. They go from 10 wins as an organization in 2020 to 1 in 2021, and so far 1 this year. And so far, it looks like that's going to be the only win. So it's just such a big drop. And I just want to know what the hell happened, because obviously last year they were using the same equipment, the same cars. Like what
other
changed?
teams caught up. That's what happened.
Because obviously money isn't an issue. They're still bringing in sponsors. They just got Mahindra tractors. They got Subway now. They got all these big sponsors for Kevin Harvick. I mean, I just don't understand what's so lacking. The only thing that I understand is Cole Custer, because he just sucks. He is just terrible. So in 36 races, I love Cole Custer, but
man, can we go back to older shows where Ian was defending the hell out of Cole Custer?
Dude, okay, 36 races.
Go into our group chat where after the Kentucky win, where Ian was defending the hell out of Cole Custer.
Dude,
and now
I'm telling you, 36 races. It's been in one whole year, and he has not had a top 10. That is bad, dude. That you're in one of the top Ford rides. Like, come on.
Man, even
Right.
Danica Patrick would have squeaked out a top 10 at that point.
Exactly. Dude,
Oh, Nick's bringing the
like
fire.
I really like Cole Custer like as a person. I think he's a cool dude, but it's just proven that like even like Eric Almirola, we know he's not that great of a race car driver, but he's still consistently pulling off at least like top 15s. Chase Briscoe's doing really well for himself, and Cole Custer, ever since that Kentucky win, it's just been nothing.
Well, I mean, again, it's something we've talked about with other drivers. I'm not going to go as far as to say that Cole Custer sucks or anything like that. Could just be another one of those things where it's a fit issue. You know, how many times we've seen guys go to one organization, struggle, not run really well. You know, then they move on to somewhere else and they're killing it. Time and time again.
If you remember, Tony Stewart wasn't thrilled when they said that Cole Custer was getting put in the 41. He didn't want to get rid of Daniel Suarez, but that was Gene Haas' decision right there.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, I mean, look
Right.
who is the president of Stewart Haas Racing. So
Well,
I don't think Cole's going anywhere.
Yeah.
Well, and plus too, I mean, you looking back on it now, it definitely worked out for Suarez because he's in a great spot.
Oh
So,
yeah.
Well, we'll see. Again, you don't want to see a team like that that's been a top destination for drivers for a while just kind of flounder. But they do got a really smart, really good racing people over there. Maybe they'll figure it out. I mean, it's the first year with the new car, so
Yeah.
you know the teams with the best resources are always going to be the ones that are going to figure it out the fastest. So let's see what they can do. I mean, it's still only May.
Yeah, I mean, Harvick's shown some speed, like, top 10 speed, but got to get together. A lot of mistakes this year so far, too. So, hopefully we'll pick it up in the summer months for Stewart Haas.
He's just keeping that seat warm for Riley Herbst, man.
You shut the hell up, man. I would rather take Haley Deegan in the car than Riley Herbst, man.
Riley Herbst, please God, no.
No, man. His destination is the Xfinity Series forever, man. He's gonna be like Brandon Jones.
Wait till that monster money says we want to go up.
Oh, please, God, no, help us, man. That'd be the worst thing. Just see him take over that 4 car. All right, moving on. Let's stop talking about this horrible shit. Okay. How about the 43 crew? They had themselves a day with that lug nut that just would not come off of that wheel. They were literally getting the saw on that thing and trying anything that they could to get that lug nut off. Like, it was taking them a while, but damn, they were working hard.
I mean, yeah, I don't know if they cross-threaded something, if they stripped it or what they did, but when you got one lug and you have a problem like that, that's a big issue. So really tough day on pit road for a bunch of teams. The 23 team was abysmal as usual once again.
As expected.
Good God. Yeah. Driving into the top 5, penalty on pit road, go to the back. Drive it back in the top 5, penalty on pit road, go to the back. Drive it back to the top 10.
Yeah.
That's nothing short of incredible.
That was one of Bubba's best races that he's ever ran, man.
Yeah, even Denny said it himself. He said so much the same. So, I know everybody's still kind of figuring the car out. I know everybody's still figuring out these one lug stops, but it's every week with the 23 team, and it's something new every time. It's not always a tire getting loose, it over the wall too soon, equipment leaving the box. It's getting to be the point of being crazy. I mean, even Denny's starting to acknowledge it too. Like, they're not doing their drivers justice over there. So I don't know what they got to do, but they got to figure it out fast because, the 23s had speed at times, but you can't continue to shoot yourself in the foot over and over and over again and expect to be successful. It just doesn't work that way. You can only overcome so much adversity.
Right. All right, guys. Well, speaking of 2311, Kurt Busch, he went on to win stage 2. He was looking really fast at Kansas. All right, guys, and we had some great racing between Kurt and Kyle Larson. Kind of reminded me of Chicagoland 2018. We had Kyle Larson pulling the slide job. Didn't quite make it because he did hit the wall hard, and Kurt went around him. Just great racing all around. Love to see Kansas actually turn into like a real good racing track again, because we had to deal with that 550 horsepower package for years.
Yeah, this was another one. The race was phenomenal from top to bottom, especially at the end here. The Kyle show at the end and some other friends getting mixed in along the way was an absolute pleasure to watch. I had no idea who was going to win going in all the way to the end of the race. So I still felt like anything could happen. Kurt obviously had one of, if not the best cars on the track, and the veteran experience there. Man, he just really drove the rails off it. But Kyle Larson just seemed to always find a way to be right back in the battle. That was just really fun racing. If this is the kind of stuff that we can expect from this car, man, this is still. I know we've seen it a couple times, but it just blows my mind every time we get late in the races on these mile and a half with this car. The product has been fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. The next gen car keeps proving why this is some of the best racing that we have seen since Gen 4 NASCAR. So absolutely awesome. Another tire going down for Chase Elliott at the end of the race. That's the last thing that he wanted to see. He spun out like crazy. I feel like he kind of overdid it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It seemed like it just blew up a little bit.
Yeah, it just looked like he was just burning it down there. He was like, fuck it. You know what? I'm just gonna burn it down. My race is over. But guys, how about Kurt Busch just racing his balls off against Kyle Larson? He got the win at Kansas, his first win of the season, first win for the 45 car at 23:11 with the first race with the Jordan brand on the car as well. Just absolutely phenomenal, guys. Just so happy for Kurt Busch.
Dude, it was incredible. Kurt's last 4 wins are a mile and a half racetracks, which is like you always just think there's just one race a year where Kurt Busch is just absolutely dominant. But I think that trend could change this year. 45 cars had speed all year long. They've had some trouble. They've had a little bit of bad luck, but man, if this is what we're gonna see out of Kurt Busch for the rest of the season with a car like that. Really ugly fire suit, but the paint scheme was all right.
he was wearing pajamas. That was a fire suit.
Really ugly fire suit, but man, you gotta love a Kurt Busch win. He went from being super hated to now everybody loves a Kurt Busch win. Super awesome for the 2311 organization. Both cars were fast. I felt like if Bubba's Pickard didn't screw him over, he'd be right up there with Kurt battling for the win.
Could have been a 1-2 finish. Yeah.
He said on the radio he felt like he had a top 2 car, so you just never know. But yeah, great day for that organization. They've been struggling a bit this year, so I'm just excited to see where this goes from here. Now both cars have a win, so let's just see how they build from this. It was just so cool to see for Kurt Busch. So.
Yeah, I just love to see the pure emotion from Denny Hamlin when they were celebrating, when they met each other. And even Kyle Busch was there. It was like, are you going to ride with him home or are you going to ride with me? And,
I mean, this is why they put Kurt Busch in this car to go out and win. This is why they picked Kurt Busch. It's because they know he can go out and win, and he's going to get the best out of this race car. Kurt Busch just goes to teams and makes them better. So I'm excited to see what's to come for 2311 after this one.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's what I said when they signed Kurt back in the offseason too. He was a perfect candidate for the situation. He's going to come in. He's going to run the doors off that 45 car. It's going to be super fast. He's going to mentor Bubba. Bubba's never really had an actual teammate, like a true blue teammate, since he's been in the Cup Series. So it's really hard to learn when you have people to bounce stuff off of that are on your team that you can interact with every day. I think you're seeing some dividends there already too. Both cars in the top 10. They haven't done that a lot this year, if ever, that I can really remember off the top of my head. So that's a pretty good step in the right direction. So yeah, I agree with you, Nick. I don't think this is going to be one of those years where Kurt just comes out of nowhere, snatches one, and then we don't really see much of him the rest of the year. I think this is going to be one where he gets this win and he keeps on clicking off top 5s and keeps looking good in that 45. And the next thing you know, he's got a nice little playoff run under his belt.
Yeah. We shall see, but guys, that's going to wrap it up for our race review. So guys, make sure to tune in to Kinzel's Classroom later this week. And of course, our race preview. And we also have a new segment coming up. So make sure to tune in this week. So guys, that'll wrap it up for our race review. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Ian Jortson.
I'm Mike Gamble.
And I'm Nick Kinzel.
We'll see you guys later.